right, everybody. We'll be starting shortly. Welcome. We're going to wait for some of the stragglers to get in here. I see Bee's got her drink. She's all ready. Well, Georgia's broadcasting from the closet today. Hi, Georgia. We can see that.
I'm always in the closet. It's where I hang out.
Yeah, Georgia, it looks like you're in a Best Buy. As a joke.
All right, everybody, welcome. This is so exciting. I'm Kevin. I'm going to be your host today for the most weirdest open mic you'll ever see in your entire life. We got Keely here. Keely from St. Louis. Keely, how you doing?
I'm great, Kevin. How are you?
Good. You going to do some time today?
Yes, sir.
All right. Josh, you going to do some time today?
Yeah.
Josh, where are you?
Yeah. Sorry, what's that?
Where are you located?
East Coast, Philly.
Philly. Nice. I know you're in our classes, but I just didn't know exactly where. We got B. Josh is doing time. B, you're going to do some time, I'm sure. Dutch, how's Virginia doing these days?
Virginia is Virginia, as crazy as ever.
There you go. You going to do some time today?
Yes, sir.
All right. And Georgia, where are you today?
I'm in Reno, Nevada. In the
Reno.
closet.
Mm.
Did you want to do some time today?
Sure. I've
All
never
right,
done
just-
this before. Why not?
No problem, no problem. You got nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Nobody's gonna bite you, and we're not gonna dock your pay. So it's all good. You can hang in your closet. You can make all the noise you need to. We got Alan here. Alan, how are you, buddy?
Hey, not bad. I'll give it a try.
You're gonna do something today too. Where are you from, Alan?
Alhambra, California.
Alhambra. Okay, I know where that is. All right, we got another person here. Hey, Jen, how are you?
I'm good.
Jen, where are you located?
In Austin, Texas.
Austin. I think I know that.
Mm.
Boop, boop.
Beautiful. See, this is what's so cool. We're from all over the world. Well, kind of. Well, we got one in Germany, and then the rest of us are all in the same damn continent. Canada's like its own world. It's like, it's not even part of the United States until we invade it. We'll invade it when we need those resources. When we need the water. When we need water, that's when we're going to invade Canada.
Muddy water, muddy water.
There you go. We got Tony G here. Hey, Tony G, how you doing, buddy?
All right, how are you?
Good. Tony, you're going to close our show today?
Oh, sure.
All right. We've got 9 people today, so we're doing 3 minutes each. At 2 minutes, I'm going to hold up the sign that says 1 minute left. At that point, I'll let the timer go, and then when it does finally get to that 1 minute, I'll hold up that's your time. If you see this sign, please start wrapping up your show. You don't need to panic. You don't need to scream, I'm done. You can say goodbye. You can finish your joke or whatever you want to do. However, if you do drag on, it's going to be like the Oscars. I'm going to fade up the music, and we're going to try to get you to go. See, Jen was like, she was just tearing the roof off. Check it out. It's awesome, man. This is crazy. All right, here's our lineup. We're going to go Dutch, B, Jimmy, Keely, Josh, Georgia, Alan, Jen, and Tony. You're going to close the show for us. Tony's closing the show. Are you guys ready to get this thing started? Remember, this is an open mic, so if something resembles a joke, let some air out. Okay, because that's why everybody's here. And you can let air out any way you want because you're not in the same room as the rest of us. So do whatever you need to do. All right, here we go. Let's get this thing going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football players and cheerleaders, I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. I'm just glad you're here today to spend some time and make us laugh today. Make some noise. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh man, look at that. You didn't just make noise. I saw people's hands moving, man. That's magnetic. That's what we want. This is interactive. This is not a presentation. If you want a presentation, please log off. Go turn on your TV. This is a dialogue, and we're going to have a great time. It's Greg Dean's stand-up comedy Tuesday open mic. We hope this can become the least pretentious place to do comedy on the internet. Don't forget, live gigs are starting to show up, so make sure you got your stuff down. You can do like 20 virtual gigs in a day, and you don't even have to leave the house. So do as much as you can. And on that, I'm going to bring up our first performer. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, our first performer is the personal chef for Snoop Dogg. He was struck by lightning 2 times, and he's a professional goldfish trainer. Ladies and gentlemen, from Virginia, Dutch Martin!
Oh, shizzle my Kevin. Folks, I'm just going to be honest with you and basically acknowledge the elephant in the room. It's hard losing weight when you get older. Am I right? Okay, you know you're too big for your britches when your boxer briefs have more holes in the crotch than the golf course down the street. Okay, I mean, you know you got to pass up on that extra slice of cake when your ass is about the same size as the congressional district you live in. Okay, I'm no longer a small man. I'm a big man now in a big man's world. Now, it's challenging as a yoga practitioner being a big man. Yes, I am a yoga practitioner and instructor. Now, see, back when I was slimmer, all 26 yoga poses were an essential part of my overall yoga practice. But now I'm so big, half of those poses have gone into private practice. Some have even formed their own LLC. Now, don't get me wrong, I still practice yoga. I love yoga. In fact, as an African American man, I can tell you my yoga practice opens my body up in ways a police cavity search never could. But nowadays, I feel like I'm so big, my next cavity search might involve the jaws of life.
Mhm.
I went to a DXL, Deluxe XL clothing store because I realized it's about that time. And the salesperson said, okay, Mr. Martin, we're going to take your measurements. All right. Okay. Your neck size, horse. Chest size, gorilla.
Ooh.
Waist size, hungry hippo.
Mm.
Apparently, the salesman also doubles as a zookeeper.
Mhm.
Now, another challenge with being a big man, okay, is that your clothes. I mean, you got to change that wardrobe. I mean, here's the thing. When you're big now, you have to watch what you eat. Your workouts take longer, and your clothes are so tight, even your relaxed fit jeans have high blood pressure.
Yeah.
Now, when I go to the gym, I have to do cardio. I'm terrified of cardio. See, remember those public service announcements from back in the day, you know, with the egg frying in the pan and the voiceover that said, "This is your brain on drugs"? Well, every time I set foot on a treadmill, there's a voice in the back of my head that goes, "This is your metabolism on pause." It's scary how your metabolism changes once you hit 40. Now, I'm 47. Back in my younger days, I could eat whatever I wanted and my metabolism worked overtime. But once I turned 40, my metabolism went from model employee to union worker on strike.
Mhm.
And then when I turned 45, it just decided to take early retirement. And that voice of my metabolism in the back of my head doesn't just speak to me, it preaches to me like it's Martin Luther King Jr. I've been working round the clock, burning all your fat and breaking down your glucose. And I haven't had a paid vacation in over 47 years. Well, no more. I said no more. I'm going to let the fat accumulate around your midsection. Why? Because I'm your metabolism, so you can't report me to human resources. I'm union, so you can't fire me. I'm grandfathered into your DNA, so I don't need your permission. I'm free at last. Free at last. I'm going to let the cellulite get medieval on your ass.
Dutch Martin, ladies and gentlemen, Dutch Martin. Thanks for sharing with us, brother. Yeah, getting old, man, it's hard to shed the pounds. I swim 6 days a week and I weigh the same thing I weighed a year ago. It's just the way it is, man. In old days, you used to be able to get cut up. I'd just go to the gym like twice and I'd look like I'd been going there for 2 years. That's how it was. That's how it was. Like at 18, 19 years old, my body just would go, yeah, dude, I'm a man. Come on. All right, this is exciting. Oh, don't be alarmed because my chin is not being humped by a skunk. Just wanted to put that out there. Sometimes people get concerned. Sometimes people wonder if they've seen me before. A lot of people think they've seen me storming the Capitol. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, although I like to wear an American flag as a cape. Let's bring up the next performer, ladies and gentlemen. This next person kayaked down the Nile River, invented toenail clippers, and discovered the lost city of El Dorado. Put your hands together from Germany, B!
Hey, thank you. Hey, welcome from the other side of the world. So, how many of you have lived outside of your country of birth? Yeah, okay, great. So you've been an expat in a foreign province? Yeah, where all the Pats and Patsies are living happily ever after? And did you ever realize that they thought that you were a primitive aquatic sponge? That's right. And they wanted soaking up, taking up all the jobs, using up all the opportunities, and using up all of the air. And they wanted nothing more than for you to slink back into the ocean and become seafood. I am living currently in a small town in Germany called a Wild Bach. And if you know anything about Germany, does anyone know about Germany? The thing is that every little village has to be in or around a forest, and it goes on forest laws. So we just got stonings taking off the books because they were tired of the hippy dippy tourists coming who had heard that it was a new aged way to get motivated. I'm Black. I'm not worried about stoning. I'm worried about getting fired. I'm like, like I'm about to give birth. Any day now, they're gonna see me. Yeah. And living in a wild back is like living in an M. Night Shyamalan movie. Yeah, as if he had produced The Village People. And the scariest thing are the grandmothers. Oh, wow. Okay. So thanks, everybody. My name is Bee Ballman.
B.
Germany. She's not just doing comedy, she's teaching us about another country. See, this is what goes on here, man. We all get the opportunity to learn all kinds of wonderful things. I appreciate that, B. I've never been to Germany. I want to go sometime. Shoot, I wouldn't mind going to a Motel 6 in Pacoima, but that's just me, all right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll bring up our next performer. Our next performer escaped from Alcatraz. He makes custom cabinetry from leftover meat, and he's the U.S. Senator from Oklahoma. Put your hands together from Canada, Jimmy R.
Thanks very much, Kevin, our king of clowns. Greetings from Canada. Like Kevin says, I'm Jimmy R., a retired pirate. Okay, what I'm going to say right now isn't really that funny. It sounds funny, but don't you hate it when it's not really that funny, but it sounds funny? So don't everybody laugh at once. There's lots of controversy going around about Indian names in sports these days. The reason they use the term Indians is because when Christopher Columbus, little history, sailed the ocean blue, he was looking for a short way to get to India. So when he landed in America and saw the natives running about, he said, there they are, there's those Indians. Well, my native friend told me he was sure happy old Chris when he left Europe. He wasn't actually looking for turkey. Last year I put on so much weight, they invited me to be afloat in the Macy's parade. Tie a rope around my ankle, I'm ready to go. I told them I'd do it again this year, but I didn't want to be behind the Pillsbury Doughboy. I don't know about you, but these people that eat lots of bread, it's obvious. The Doughboy eats so much he farts the whole parade, and his farts really stink. They said, no problem. We're gonna put you behind SpongeBob Bob or whatever his name is. So, well, that's good. Lots of forest fires. I traveled across Western Canada here this last week, and ever noticed that men and animals, when there's forest fires, work together, running the hell out of the forest? The bears aren't interested in eating anybody, and we're not interested in shooting a deer. We just want to get the hell out of there. Okay, speaking of animals, my dog Blacksmith is so lazy. When somebody is prowling around my yard at night, I have to carry the old mutt to the front porch so he can bark at the intruder. So lazy that I have to carry him down to the field, when it's milking time, to bark at the cows to get him to come up to the barn. Sorry, kind of nervous today. I guess you can tell. I feel a lot like when I was at the cannibals convention and I found out the main course was me. Yeah, this is Jimmy R signing out from Canada, where today it's hotter than a female cannibal's crock pot. Very much, guys.
are from Canada. Female cannibals crockpot. You heard it here, folks. This is a place where you're going to hear the weirdest phrases you've ever heard in your entire life. And you know what makes this special? This is the only place that you're going to actually see this exact show. I'm not kidding. You won't get this lineup anywhere else in the world, and that's what makes it so special and makes me glad to be here. You were talking about SpongeBob. I don't know if people know this, but SpongeBob is actually a contraceptive sponge.
Ooh.
They don't show that part on the cartoon, they only show maybe about 12 hours of the day. But the other time he's inside a crotch. It's how it works. Contraceptive sponge. Yeah, people like him. All right, let's bring up the next performer. The energy is incredible. Kaylee, are you ready?
I'm ready, Kevin.
The energy incredible.
Absolutely.
That's what I thought. Ladies and gentlemen, our next performer builds homes from plastic bottles, trains dolphins, and is a Nobel Prize winner. Please welcome Kaylee Raven from St. Louis.
Thank you. So I have a tutoring company, and these days tutoring is weird. I guess it's not so much the actual tutoring, well, kind of. But what I was going to talk about was advertising for it. And I advertise on tutoring sites, but some of the calls and texts I get, hey, I saw your ad for tutoring and I was wondering if you could help me. Sounds normal, right? Then somehow we get to, here, this assignment's due in 3 hours and I'll pay whatever you want. That is not how this works. I'm not your math hoe. And sometimes they call and you just don't know what they want. I got a call the other day. Hey, I saw you online and I wanted more information. Way to be specific. Okay. Thanks for reaching out. Are you looking for tutoring for yourself or someone else? For me. Are you sure? Cool. What subjects did you need help with? Well, where are you located? What kind of strange game are we playing here? I'm in St. Louis, but I can tutor students anywhere online. Oh, I don't really know about online. I really wanted to see you though. Fast forward to my offering to refer him to someone in his area, but I really wanted you. I know your ad talks about tutoring and everything, but are you single? Are you trying to date me? Seriously? You have zero game. Is it so bad that you need to troll ads for women? I placed a tutoring ad, sir. Is tutoring now a euphemism that no one told me about? And no, I am not going to help you with your multiplication. On the bright side, though, I did learn a lesson about all this. I've still got it. Most of my ads actually attract people who are enrolled in school and who need help with their classes. I have one student whose writing is terrible. That's a lie. I have many students whose writing is terrible. Okay, let's be real. Clearly, I'm about to start gossiping about my students, but it's okay. I do this with my family all the time. They ask me things like, what's the new Jim Bob drama? I was actually talking to my mom the other day and I was telling her about this one student who just does not have his act together. He has terrible writing, consistently shows up for sessions late or not at all and makes excuses left and right. And my mom was like, oh my goodness, this young man, what's the matter with him? How old is he? And I was like, 60?
Oh.
She said, I was gonna suggest you talk with his mom, but you might need a psychic medium for that. Is she still alive? But his writing is so bad that I want to ask him if he types his papers by just letting his cat run across his keyboard. It's that bad. But if you ask him why his grades are so low, he'll tell you it's because his teacher is racist. Now, I have no idea whether or not his teacher is racist. I don't know him. But even if he is racist, he's also right. Last I heard, requiring a thesis, proper grammar, and on-time turn-in were expectations, not discrimination. But I digress. It's just that if you need that much help, it seems like you'd be really going after it hard. This man reschedules like it's his job. The other day, he texted me to tell me that he couldn't meet because he caught cellulitis. Now, I'm not familiar with cellulitis, but I do know a thing or two about cellulite. Are you calling in fat? And you say you caught this at the gym? You're doing it wrong.
Mhm.
I'm Keely Raven. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Keely Raven, St. Louis. Man, oh man, we're hearing the rigors of being a tutor. That's got to be pretty hard because everybody grades you on how well the student does after they see you. So if the student still sucks, then everybody's like, the tutor sucks. And you might not be the tutor may be a genius. You might be being tutored by Einstein. God darn it. All right, check it out. Let's go ahead and bring up our next performer. This next performer invented the cotton gin. He can balance a wheelbarrow on his chin, and he's the fashion designer for Gandhi. Put your hands together from Philly. It's Josh.
Gosh, whoa, Philly.
All right. So I work with this guy, Bob. Bob is he's like the nicest guy I've ever met. Like just a kind-hearted soul. I can't stand him. I can't be around him. He comes up to my desk every day and asks me the same 3 questions. Hey, Josh, how's it going? Fine. I don't have time for this today, Bob. How's the family? Are you practicing your small talk on me like every day with this? Every day with this. Doing anything this weekend? Yeah. Now get out of here. You got to cut him off at 3 questions or else he'll stay there all day. Some of you guys know how this is. You know, you got people you work with like this, just, oh my God, they go on and on and on, trying to get some work done. I don't know. I'd like to see him fired. That'd be good. I mean, if he did get fired, I'd probably be like, you know, he's a nice guy. He didn't deserve that. But I'm so happy. Yes. Yes. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. Let's throw a party. Not a going away party. A party. All right. Some of you guys are thinking this is funny. Some of you guys are thinking like I'm an angry psycho. I'm thinking. Let's see now. We got some agreement. Dutch is agreeing with me. All right. All right. Here's the other thing about me. Like I don't want any more friends. I don't want work friends. I don't want friends. I already have a friend. His name is Zenith. He's my TV. We're good. We are good. Just like leave us be, you know? I say that, but I actually have this one good friend, Mike. Mike is there for me. Way too much. Way too much. Came to my grandma's funeral. Uninvited. Josh, sorry. This sucks. This sucks, man. Yeah, it's pretty devastating. What are you doing here? Came to support my friend. Okay, just, stop rubbing my shoulders and you're getting tears on my suit. This is ridiculous. It's like I got hit in the shoulder with a mop, a wet mop. I don't know. I think I figured out with all this, I figured out the problem. It's that I am an asshole. That's what it comes down to, right? We all figured this out. Everybody was thinking it. And because of that, I'm going to end my set on this note.
Do not disturb him.
Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, ending with a visual assisted joke. I like the visual assisted jokes. That's pretty cool.
Halfway to a prop comic.
You know what? Sometimes people say that they don't like prop comics. You know what? Check it out. Sometimes people say my beard looks like an upside down Frankenstein's bride.
Yeah.
Okay, check it out. This is not a prop. This is a visual enhancer. Prop comedians are the biggest hacks that exist in the world. I am not a prop comedian. I would never hold up a prop. Ever. And incidentally, some people craft their jokes. I arts and craft my jokes. See? Yeah. All right, let's keep the show going along. The energy is just, it's infectious. We got somebody, this person, she's from Reno, so she creates electronic dance music using a didgeridoo. She holds the world record for pogo stick bouncing and has a great recipe for cooking dung beetles. Put your hands together from Reno. It's Georgia!
Well, thank you so much. What a great introduction. I actually didn't know that I was going to speak or what I was going to even say today. So let's see. I am very much like Keely, and I own my own company. And we are in this very large warehouse complex. And we have these warehouses. So there's just all these different warehouses next to each other. We all share this huge parking lot together. And I do have 2 little boys. And my kids happen to love pogo sticking. So the other day we were outside and my older son, he's 10 years old, and he is pogo sticking outside. And my 9-year-old comes up and he goes, I want to try. So my 10-year-old, he's like, okay, cool. And he actually shares his pogo stick. So my 9-year-old jumps on the pogo stick and he's out there and he's pogo sticking and he's going along. And my 10-year-old is like, hey, give me my pogo stick back. My 9-year-old's like, hang on. Give it back. Oh, hang on. Just a sec. And my 10-year-old goes, no sex for you! No sex for you! As my 9-year-old is popping down the parking lot with all of the warehouses and all of the employees as they're leaving for work. No sex for you! I do have 2 little boys. One of them does love pogo sticking. But my younger one doesn't always quite understand when you ask him for something or you give him instructions. Not too long ago, well, it was a few years ago now, I was in the bathroom and he's about 6 years old. And so he knows how to go to the bathroom. I don't need to give him any instructions. He's sitting on the toilet. He can take care of himself completely. And I'm over and I'm doing my makeup in the mirror. And I look over and I realize that he is pulling the toilet paper off the rolls and he's crumbling up the toilet paper. And then he's taking and he's like lifting his little balls up and he wipes his tush and then he throws the toilet paper straight down and he does it again. And he pulls it off and he crumbles it up and then he wipes and throws it down. And I'm watching this kid out of the corner of my eye going, we are going to flood the bathroom in about 30 seconds. So I said, buddy, let me show you a little trick. What we need to do is work with the toilet paper a little bit better. What you're going to do is you're going to actually pull the toilet paper off and you're going to fold it in half and then you're going to fold it in half and then you're going to fold it again and then you're going to use it and you can wipe. And I know you're supposed to go like this, but we're dealing with one thing at a time. So he's got his toilet paper. This is little balls up and he goes and he wipes and he's like, huh, okay. And I said, and he looks at me and he goes, and I can use it again? I said, yeah, you can use it again. And he goes,
Oh,
no, not for a different activity. It's the same activity. That little boy, so fast. I put him in the shower. He has never been so clean in his entire life. But he didn't understand what I was saying. Communication is important, especially with children. Thank you. I'm Georgia Vanderbilt.
Ladies and gentlemen, Georgia! Georgia, was that your first time ever doing any kind of stand-up or anything like that?
No, I did one thing on stage a few years ago, and then I told 2 stories with a group called Virtually Amusing, but they don't get together anymore. So.
Well, I just wanted to give you praise because you know what? 99% of the population of this earth is too scared to get in front of people and try to say anything to make them laugh. So you just did great. I just want to give you that words of encouragement. We got our next performer. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy produced a documentary on how to make a documentary. He's a skilled ice sculptor, and he has a collection of miniature ceramic clowns. Put your hands together for Mr. Alan Joyce.
Hey, how you guys doing today? Well, I thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to give you a couple jokes. I'm new to this. It's my first time, so please call me in the morning. I'd like that. Okay. I practiced some punchlines all night because I'm planning to hit the road, and I told a bunch of jokes to my wife's face. So, oh, come on, guys. You think I hit my women? You think I hit women? You think I just hit women? I kick them too. You know, that's how I feel about that. But you know what? That's the old way we used to do it. We changed a lot, but now we can't man explain anymore. So we're back to hitting them. So that's one of them. I don't want to argue. I think domestic violence is wrong of any sort, but I really think the women's shelters should do a little better job of teaching the fine art of home ec, cooking, cleaning, how to keep your mouth shut when you're supposed to. We should make it a teachable moment, not one of those moments where they think they're on vacation for a little while. So, but hey, I found out my daughter was a lesbian the same time I came out of the closet to catch her. So I'm not against lesbians. I actually developed an app for lesbians. It helps them emotional issues like daddy issues. Gosh, see, I didn't practice my lines, guys, so I'm a little off on it. Let me find it real quick because I do not want to miss this one. Okay, here we go. I got it labeled lesbian, so easy to find. Yeah, it helps with emotional support, daddy issues, how to actually make love to a woman like a big rock hard cop. But the best part is it helps them choose where to eat. And I'll end with just one thing. I'm a little frustrated, but I got over my frustration because I couldn't find the G spot. So everything goes to the dry cleaners now. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alan. Where's my music? There it comes. Alan, first time. Congratulations, bro. In case you guys are wondering, Alan is available for sororities and children's parties. And
Yeah.
Alan, I think I just briefly saw the person tied up back around behind that wall over there. So you pull them a little tighter so that it doesn't show when you're...
Oh, real quick, I wanted to say one thing. I did live out of the country for 3 months. I lived in Virginia.
There you go.
Good one.
A callback right there, a callback about Virginia, and a callback about living out of the country. Alan, you are the man right now. You got that?
Right? Thank you.
Behind you.
That's my daughter.
That's your
Oh, boy.
Yes. All right, let's bring up our next performer because this is just so exciting. This performer was the inspiration for the real life Dora the Explorer. Who trained ferrets and is a parasailing instructor. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Jen Dorsey.
Everybody. I am learning so much today. I have never thought about where the balls go when a man wipes. Thank you. Now I'm more confused and have no one to ask. And I would make jokes about Alan, but his daughter is there. Tell her to close her ears while I say, I just learned you have no idea how to please a woman. I also learned that this top looks like is reading very 1970s brothel from the shoulder up, like, hello, sailor. But I wanted to talk today about, I don't know, it's like, I have a very weird relationship with profanity, like swearing and stuff. I grew up in the 80s, and so no one cared what I watched on TV. So I knew a lot of profanity when I was like 7 years old, but I wasn't like allowed to use it. And my mom thought it was important to explain to me why I shouldn't. Like, she was very religious. So if I would say, like, for instance, I wasn't allowed to say damn it. Like, here's me, 8 years old, blonde, brushing my Barbie's hair. It snags. Damn it. Which, is probably inappropriate. But my mom was like, honey, we don't say damn it. When you say damn it, that means that the thing you're saying damn it about needs to go straight to hell. Do you really want that thing to go to hell? I was like, Barbie's hair? Do I want Barbie's hair to go to hell? She's like, yes. Do you want that? I was like, I guess not. So what do we say? I was like, dang it, or dag nabbit. Yes. Dadgummit. Like, it was a lot of like verbal linguistics in my childhood. Like, she didn't like it when I said, oh God. And I went to this Catholic school. So when I was 7, like the good girls said, oh gosh, but the rebels, the bad girls, just dropped the D and went, oh God. Like, and it was the 80s. So I was saying like, oh my God. So it's all these like little 8-year-olds going around like, oh my God, that kitten is so cute. Oh my God, can you believe what he's wearing? Like, no one was happy with this. Like, just let us curse. That would be more pleasing to your ears. One time I was watching TV and my mom came up to me and she was like, you shouldn't use words like that. And I was like, literally not speaking. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm not talking. She was like, you shouldn't say a-hole. Like, not even asshole. Like, you shouldn't say a-hole. And I was like, when did I say a-hole? And she just sort of looked at me and walked away. And the next time I looked in my diary, I realized that I had said Jason Aguero is an a-hole on the first page. And in my little 8-year-old mind, I was like, that bitch is reading my diary. Here's a pro tip for parents. If you don't want your kids to know you're reading their diary, don't reference anything in there. Like, that's the last time. You got one shot at this. Like, if you're reading the diary, you have one time to call them out, and then the diary is no good for anything. Like, I didn't keep a diary again until I was like 18 years old. And even now, if I bring home like a comedy notebook, my mom, I will like open it later and my mom will have left notes in it for me. Like, it'll be like, oh, this is strong. Or like just a big, not funny. That's always nice, right? When you're like, did I ask you, mom? Like, or I love it. She's like, do you really need to swear this much? I'm like, okay, I'm 40 now. Like, maybe we can let this go. like I think it's fine. I think it's fine now. But yeah, she's very helpful. And she's available for editing if any of you would like to like just have your jokes edited against your will. Like, she's here for it. Thank you very much. My name is Jen Dorsey.
Jen Dorsey, ladies and gentlemen, Jen Dorsey. She's showing us that 70s brothel top. Looks good on you, honey. That was so sexist how I said that too. I apologize because
it works.
I'm not that sexist, but I just play a sexist on TV. All right, we got our closing performer. This is so exciting. This guy can build an ark out of recycled microchips. He has a wooden leg and he drives a Zamboni. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together from Pasadena. It's Tony G.
Okay, Kevin, so I think you did this to me again. For people who've been here before know that Kevin sometimes will give a theme word that people are supposed to work in, but sometimes he'll do this thing whereby the theme word has been given somewhere hidden to one of you, and I'm supposed to figure out what the word is, Kevin. So I'm just going to give you all my speculations, all the possibilities, okay? Let me just go. If I hit it, wonderful. There's money involved in it. So there you go. Okay, so here's what I think it was. Right away with Dutch, I would say he was talking about clothing and different kind of animals. Is it garanimals? I think it's garanimals. That's one possibility. He also talked something about, you're big when you're the same size as your congressional district. He's in Virginia, right? It's a good thing he doesn't live in Alaska. So I'm thinking Alaska, Juneau, Nome, one of those two, possibly Fairbanks. Okay, so I've got 4 possibilities I'm throwing out there. Also, I heard someone said that, I think, yeah, it was Kelly, who mentioned euphemism. Is it euphemism? A better word for saying something nice or something bad? Is it? Is it not? Is it not? Is it ephemeral? A word that's like euphemism, lasting a short time? Kevin, he's writing something. I don't know if I've got it. So I'm going to keep going right now. Oh, then I heard something here from, I think it was Alan. Okay, is it misogyny? Is it misogyny? Is it hatred of women? Does it have to do with Lesbos, an island, a Greek island? Does it have to do with an island anywhere? Akrotiri, supposedly where Atlantis, which exploded, where they found an ancient computer. Is it some island somewhere? Is it Cuba? Is it not Cuba? I would say, and then we had Jen who talked about profanity from 70s television. Is it sit on it Fonz? Is it Fonzie? Is it Potsy? Is it anything to do with that? She mentioned Dadgummit, Beverly Hillbillies. Is it Uncle Jed? Possibly is the theme word Uncle Jed. I'm just going to keep going right here. I heard something. You talked about things that are unlikely. The most unlikely thing, the thing that's almost impossible. If you take a deck of 52 cards and you shuffle them, the arrangement of the cards will never have been done before, will never be done since. There are 52 factorial possibilities of the ways a deck of cards can be shuffled. How big is that? Well, let's start from 1. 1 times 2 times 3 times 4. That's 24 already. Times 5. That's 120. It gets big really quickly. Okay, is it factorial? Is it not factorial? It might be factorial. I'm just going to go on with this next thing. Oh, yes, it was Jimmy Grrr who talked about, the native people, your governor general, your new governor general is an indigenous person, is an autochthon, is it autochthonous? Is it a word that has a CHTH together? Is it something like that? Is it Paul Goldschmidt, who plays for the St. Louis Cardinals, who has GOLD? He has 11 consonants in his name, but only 2 vowels. Is it Goldschmidt? Is it Goldsmith? Is it Pogo? Pogo stick. Did you know Pogo is named after the 2 inventors of it? 2 German people named, I think it was Gottschall and Polich. Is it something German? Is it Oma, German grandmother? That's something that I think B told us about. Is it something to do with the German forest? Is it the Schwarzwald? Is it the Black Forest? I'm throwing you, what is the theme word? How much more time do I have? I have 3 or more possibilities. Eli Whitney, the cotton gin. You talked about the cotton gin. Is it the gin you drink? They're 2 different words. They're spelled the same. The last one that I have right here is No, it is the didgeridoo. That's it. It's the didgeridoo. I tried playing one time, actually. Yes, it's very difficult to play. It's one of the toughest things to play, possibly. It sounded like a didgeridoo when I was playing it. What else could it possibly be? What am I left with? Kevin, am I anywhere close to getting the word?
No.
No?
No.
What was it?
Banana.
I was just watching a special about Andy Warhol and the Velvet Underground. I should have thought banana.
There you go. There you go. And on that, man, my head hurts, Tony. You know so much. Sometimes knowledge is a curse, man.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about what we learned today, because we learned some great stuff. It's a Greg Dean stand-up comedy open mic. Alan's first time. Congratulations, Alan. You did what 99% of the population is too scared to do, which is talk to people. All right, check it out. We learned about a cavity search using the jaws of life, and we learned about a metabolism voice that sounds like MLK. We learned about a primitive aquatic sponge, and don't worry about a stoning, worry about getting fired. We learned about being invited to be afloat in the Macy's parade and a cannibal crockpot. We learned about a tutor that is a math hoe, and many students are shitty writers. And we learned about nice guy Bob, he makes small talk. And we learned about an angry psycho that has a friend named Zenith. We also learned about pogo sticking, no sex for you. And we learned about you have to lift the little balls. To wipe, you have to lift the little balls. We heard all of that. The little balls. When your son grows up and he knows that you refer to him as little balls, he'll be like, it ain't that small. All right? All right. We also learned about an app developer for lesbians. And we learned how to make love to a woman like a big hard cock. We learned that you shouldn't say a-hole even if Barbie's hair goes to hell. And you don't reference the diary. And of course we had Tony, who had me writing so much stuff so fast I have no idea what the fuck he was talking about. Now, I know he talked about Fonzie and Potsy, and you don't hear Fonzie or Potsy that much anymore, so I just want to point that out. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Kevin Comstock. I hope you had a good time today. We'll see you next week. It's a Greg Dean stand-up comedy open mic. Don't forget to check out our website. Just Google Greg Dean stand-up comedy. Bye-bye, everybody.